Hello Internet, and welcome to a new tutorial. In today's tutorial, we're getting inspired by Mutaliens to create this kind of signature Looney Moonish sound in both Ableton and Bitwig. Now, the sound is pretty straightforward, and actually it's based on one of Live 11's native devices. But before I show you how we're going to create the sound, if you'd like to support the channel, you can consider becoming one of my Patreon or buy my presets on Gumroad, or just leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Content like this is posted every week and special content for my Patreons. Now, let's get back to the tutorial. So here we are in Ableton Live, and I'm going to create the main sound with Vital because let's keep this secret between us. I'm releasing a new Vital bank really soon, and it has a huge surprise that comes with it. But yeah, let's keep it between us. Now, let's get back to the tutorial. So the sound we're creating is pretty simple. I'm going to use a wavetable that comes with the new pack called Boog Square FM, and it sounds like this. Let's take it an octave lower. It's a really simple FM patch that I've created with my Behringer Model D. It's my ultimate FM machine. You know, it sounds really good. Anyways, it sounds like this. And what I'm going to do, I'll take, let's take second filter. I'll set it to a high pass filter. Digital, 24 decibel per octave. Sounds like this. Let's take the phase to 0, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to modulate the filter with the first random modulator. I'm going to set it to sine interpolate. I'm going to sync it, and I'll set it to 1/8. Now, why sine interpolate? Because in my opinion, this is the modulator that resembles the most a manual cutoff modulation. For me, the best results are when you manually modulate the cutoff with your own hand, with the MIDI controller, or even the mouse, or whatever. But to keep things simple for the sake of the tutorial, I'm using the sine interpolate. So now we have this. Okay, nothing too special. Now I'll add a autoplay in here just to get a sequence, random sequence going. Take the 1/8. Now we have this. Okay, pretty nice. Now what I'm going to do in here, I'll set the phase to something like this. Okay, perfect. I've played with the phase because I'm not sure, but here there's a little blank, and I was afraid it was starting in that blank. You know, there was some clickiness, and now there isn't any more clickiness. So now we have this. Pretty nice. How to get that signature sound? Pretty simple. Let's go to the audio effects in here. Let's take a phaser and set it in here. So the whole trick is about this phaser, okay? I'm going to take the internal LFO down. So now we're going to manually modulate the center frequency of the phaser. So now we have this. Okay, nothing too special, but let's crank the notches up. Something like maybe 32. We're getting the sound right. Now let's play with the spreading a little bit. I'll draw a really simple automation, just like so. Now we have this. Pretty nice. Let's duplicate this automation and let's give it some more feedback. Now we have this. Pretty nice. Let's add a delay. Now for this, I'm going to use my beloved Echo Boy. We'll set it to 1/8 dotted. Really simple. I already have a preset in here set to that. Just take the mix a little bit. Now we have this. That's pretty nice. Now let's hear it with the kick and bass. Pretty nice, huh? Now, this sound can be used as a lead or as an effect. The whole idea is to get some sort of an FM sound. I've used a 24 decibel proactive high pass filter. You can go with a band pass filter, low pass filter, whatever you like. Play with the phaser. Just the essence of it is to have a lot of notches. Play with the center frequency between the sweet spots that you would like. Play with the spreading, give it some feedback, and you get there. Now, how we can replicate this in Bitwig? Let's see. So here we are in Bitwig. We have exactly the same patch in Vital. It sounds pretty much the same. And as we don't have Max for Live and autoplay, I've already created a replica for autoplay in NoteGrid. If you'd like to see how, please leave a comment below. Now, how we can replicate that sound. So we won't get the exact same results, but here are two options if you're only using Bitwig that can get you pretty close to that sound. So the first one is by using Phaser from Adam Cesapo. So this device is actually based on the Phaser from the Access Virus synthesizer. I've already showed it on the channel. I'll leave a link to that video in here. So what I'm going to do, I'll just crank the mix all the way up, take down the internal LFO modulation. Now we have this. Nothing special. Let's crank that feedback. Set the stages to 6. Pretty nice. Let's play with the spreading. Give it more feedback. That's too much. So we have this sweet spot somewhere in here. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to draw a simple automation for that. Let's duplicate the automation like this and re-enable it. And let's add a delay called Echo Boy as the usual. And same preset as the Ableton patch. Now we have this. With the kick and bass. Pretty nice. Not exactly like the one in Ableton, but this one has definitely a nice bite to it, and it gets that signature Looney Moonish sound. Now, let me show you the second option. And by the way, I didn't mention that Phaser is completely free. Now, the other option, or the second option, is Phaser Plus from Bitwig. It comes with version 4.2 from Bitwig. So yeah, go update your version. Now, what I'm going to do, I'll set it to the MF algorithm in here. I'll take down the internal LFO depth, and same thing, I'll give it some feedback and play with the color, which is basically the center frequency. Now we have this. Give it more feedback. See, we have this kind of a sweet spot right in here, and I'm going to modulate it accordingly. It has a really nice bite to it. Again, it's different, but it has the essence of the sound. And yeah, I think this one sounds pretty special. Now, for sure, if you know about any other good phasers, please leave the names down and the links for sure down in the comment section. But For now, this is the end of this tutorial. I really hope you've liked it. I really hope you've learned something new. See you next time.